That's it. You've got it.
This is the first time I've got to say I've heard True on vinyl for must be 20, 30 years or something like that.
Yeah, it is, but doesn't it? It takes me straight back to the thrill of taking that record home to my mum and dad's and putting it on the record player. On the gramophone.
It's just really nice. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a terribly big nostalgic freak, but you know, when we were kids, you used to buy a record, save up your pocket money, and then kind of like investigate the whole thing, where it's produced and everything else.
Well, the nice thing about hearing it on this vinyl is that it just takes you back to how kids were listening to it in the 80s. Yeah. In the same way that I buy 78s or, you know, like old Elvis records and put it on an old 78 player so that you can hear it the same way as the kids were listening to it.
Well,
do you know what I mean? Honest, it was at the time in the 50s.
It's pretty primitive. I mean, when you were recording stuff like that, and it's got all the lyrics. I've forgotten it's got all the lyrics on the back as well, which is brilliant.
Yeah, but you still don't understand, even though you can read them.
Don't understand. Which your brother's lyrics. I sing it, but don't ask me to understand.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I think one of the biggest influences on this album and this track was probably Steve.
Yeah.
Because he picked up the saxophone.
Absolutely.
And percussion. You know what he's like. He just picks up instruments and learns to play them as easy as anything.
But this whole record was a change for us, wasn't it? You know,
massive.
It took us away from being that kind of cult
rock four on the floor.
You know.
Well, I mean, if you look at Depeche Mode and stuff like that, I mean, we were a club band, we were a synth band.
Yeah.
You know, cut long story short, the Freeze.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff was like four on the floor, and this was like such a massive departure. We had a nice holiday though.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice.
Went to the Bahamas and just went, oh, that'd be nice.
It took me about a day to put my bass lines down, and then I had about 3 weeks, 6 days off, so it was nice. But they're lovely memories, these listening to this.
Well, I mean, I'm not being funny, but this was the album, and this song was the one that just really made it for us. I mean, you know, I mean, I remember when Simon Bates, the Radio 1 jocks, was saying, this album, you've got to buy this album, and he played True once, which it's a long song. I can't remember how long it is.
That's 5 minutes,
5:30, something like that.
Yeah.
Or is it 6? Oh my good God, I think it might be 6. Anyway, and then he played it again. And DJs, I'm not being funny, DJs today don't play records. They don't play what they want to play. Everything's playlisted. And he said, if this is not a number one, then there's no justice and stuff.
Yeah.
And at that point, everyone went, oh, thanks very much. The record company were happy. But it was a massive change for us, definitely.
You know, the first time I heard Gary play this, and we shared bedrooms in that house in Elmore Street.
Elmore, you used to live there.
Yeah, Elmore Street. And we shared this bedroom, and my mum was upstairs cooking or doing something. And Gary came into the bedroom with an acoustic guitar, sat down on the floor and played this. And it was absolutely one of those moments you go, yep, that's the game changer.
Yeah.
Because all the hairs go up on the back of my neck, and I remember it as if it was yesterday.
See, I wasn't sure, because I remember when...
I know, you never thought it was a single,
I didn't think it was a single.
Yeah.
Because I think we were so established, I mean, I loved the kind of the four and floor synths kind of stuff. So this was such a massive departure for us, and this was our first ballad. Yeah. And all of a sudden, how are people going to view Spandau Ballet doing a ballad? And for me, I was thinking, is it a single? Is this the way we should be going, or whatever? A beautiful song that it was.
Beautiful song. Terrible video, right?
Bloody
I mean,
awful.
It's not a terrible. It's a classic video, right?
Video.
People know it. But at one point, it was even worse, wasn't it? To be honest, we had that cartoon man wandering around,
running down the bottom of the screen.
That we had taken out. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Russell Mulcahy.
But it was right at the beginning, wasn't it? It wasn't in that period where everyone was going away spending £250,000 on videos.
Yeah.
It was just at the beginning of MTV.
It was just in a big, sound stage or whatever, and I mean, it was an awful video. I mean, it really was.
Well, it was a performance, and we half the money was spent on that cartoon that didn't end up in the final cut. So
it was absolutely rubbish.
It was what it was.
But I'm just trying to remember. I didn't, because we went to the Bahamas to record this album, which kind of had a big influence on the sound of the album. That kind of laid back,
Yeah.
man, you know, everything.
Yeah.
We were walking slow, the sun
Yeah.
was shining, and then with Steve's sax and percussion. But then I remember I did the vocal for this at Red Bus Studios in London,
did you?
just off of Church Street. I didn't do the vocal for this in the Bahamas,
Right.
and I got to it. It's a flipping hard. It was a hard vocal to do at the time, and even now it's not like a breeze vocal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you know, like Through the Barricade.
No.
It's just you know, I can sing that with my eyes
Yeah.
closed. Kind of. But True is the nuances in the lyrics and the melody. Yeah, kind of, well, not tough, but it's you. Yeah, you have to know what you're doing.
But it's
sort
got a
of
bit of
thing.
soul in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's not a rock song. It's got a bit
No,
of soul in
we
it.
went down a rocky route later on, but for this one.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, it was #1 in 21 countries around the world, and thank you very much. And as I said in our film, it sort of went from a Ford Cortina to a lovely Jaguar.
Congratulations.
So, thank you very much. Cheers.